2. Welcome, everyone. My name is Kieran from RedDevilWeekly. Welcome to another Manchester United video. Tonight's video is about a bit of kind of breaking news. By the time you're watching this, it probably isn't breaking news anymore. But Sergej Milikovic-Savic has reportedly been heavily linked with Manchester United, with some sources saying that we've agreed an £80 million fee or around that for the Serbian international. Now, with me, I'm very happy to say I've got Dal from Dazzer's Football Stand. Say hello, pal.
Hello, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Pleasure to be back on the channel again, as always.
Yeah, no, it's a pleasure, Dal. Absolute pleasure. As I said, his channel will be in the description down below. Go drop him a subscription if you haven't already. Also, guys, please leave a like on the video if you do enjoy this type of content. And I'm just going to kind of update you on this situation if you haven't already heard about it, which you probably already have heard about it. 5 of you watching already. Let's have a look at some of the comments. Welcome, Ryan. Welcome to streamer. How are you doing? Thanks for joining. Welcome, Aaron Richards. Welcome to stream.
Yes.
How are you doing, guys? As I said, please leave a like as well if you haven't already. That would really mean a lot to me. Ryan says, what source is this? I'll get into that right now. So basically, well, a few sources, one of them being The Sun, some other sources as well. Some Twitter accounts which you might say are in the know. I'm not sure how much in the know they are, but some people are saying that we have been heavily linked and possibly a fee agreed with the Lazio 23-year-old Sergej Milikovic-Savic. I keep saying that name wrong. Welcome, Fortune. Welcome, Man United fan stand as well. Welcome, guys. Please leave a like if you haven't already, and also go subscribe to Daryl's channel in the description down below.
We've just hit 200 subs.
But yeah, I mean, obviously, we have been linked with him for quite a bit, but it does look like the news has kind of broken a bit. Obviously, yeah, we haven't got it on BBC Sports, Sky Sports, but sometimes these sort of stories get broken on smaller platforms and they blow up into bigger stories. So, I mean, this might be the start of something. Obviously, it's not the transfer window. The transfer window is not open yet, so we can't be for certain. But obviously, these rumours start coming out close to the World Cup, and during the World Cup, we'll also have a lot more transfer rumours as well. But yeah, the rumours are that we've agreed, or we're very close to agreeing, a fee around the £80 million mark. Is Dal's channel not in the description? Oh, I've got to change that. I'm sorry, Dal, mate. I apologise. It's not. Oh gosh. Oh, I can't believe that. Yeah, I thought so. But yeah, if for the time being, before it does go into the description, he is in the live chat. So if you want to go subscribe to him, click his icon. You can then go to his channel. In the meantime, but I will sort that out shortly. But yeah, I'll come to you, Dal, then. Obviously, I'm not sure how much you know about Milinkovic-Savic. Obviously, I'm not going to sit here and say I know loads about him, but obviously he is a central midfielder. Do you think that is, he's the type of player that we should be looking to bring in to strengthen our squad?
Well, there's a couple of people in the actual squad that we could actually, probably delete. We could, he could become a good replacement for us. I do think paying 80 million for him is a bit of a whip-off, because I really don't think he's worth anywhere near 80 million. I don't think any player's worth 80 million. But if we were to sell Paul Pogba, which I know some United fans have said they want Pogba out, if we were to sell Paul Pogba and obviously bring in Milinkovic, we've only lost about, 9 million at the most? About 9 million type, for a decent player. I mean, Milinkovic-Savic has been featured in a lot of the FIFA Team of the Weeks this season. So he has been a pretty decent player this season. That's for Lazio and in, obviously, the Italian League. I do think, though, if he did come to Manchester United, it would be a bit of a harder task for him, because obviously it's more pressure on him, and obviously United are a bigger team than Lazio, as a lot of people know, with the way they finished this season. For him to come to a club for Man United, he's going to have to perform at his best. Obviously, he'll probably be better than Paul Pogba, but we just have to see. We just have to go with the flow. Sometimes these rumours that the media make are a load of trash sometimes, but we just have to see how it goes. You know, I mean, if we were going to buy him, I'd happily take him in the team because I know how good a midfielder he is. As obviously I've seen some of the Lazio matches in the some of the Lazio matches in the in the league. So he has been decent for them this season, and I think Lazio would be a bit balmy to let him go because that would probably weaken their team, but it would definitely make our side a lot stronger.
I mean, yeah, I think I'd agree. I think I think it would make our side a lot stronger. I think that obviously the fact there is definitely a factor that he hasn't played in the Premier League before, and he it's going to take him it's going to take time for him to get used to the league because the Serie A is completely different, or the Calcio A, whatever you want to call it. It's completely different to the Premier League, and that's it has to be said. But obviously he is Serbian, and we've already got a big Serbian in our midfield already in the ManUnitedMax.
Yeah.
So I think he might partner up well if we did bring him in. Ryan here saying Willian would be good on the right side of midfield with Pogba and Matic in a 4-3-3. I mean Willian's another person we can talk about as well. Fortune says Fortune says about Willian. Willian's around 30 years old, which is true. There you go. Dal says, so what? There's his response. But yeah, I think obviously Jose Mourinho does kind of like a bit of experience in there as well for Willian. And there have been some talk about a possible Martial-Willian swap deal. Now, I'm not sure how much of that is true, but there has been a bit of talk about it. I'm not going to lie. So I don't know. Willian, obviously he scored against us at Old Trafford as well. So I think he is a decent player, but I don't know. Welcome, DLM75. Welcome to the stream, my friend. How you doing? As I said, please leave a like, guys, if you haven't already as well. But yeah, I think Willian is a decent player, which we will get onto in a second. I'll ask Daryl about Willian. But yeah, obviously a few stats about the main man in the stream. Milivojevic. Oh, I keep saying it wrong.
Milinkovic-Savic.
Milinkovic-Savic. That's it. Yeah. He is in 46 appearances this season in all competition. He's got 13 goals and 6 assists, which is not too bad for a central midfielder, especially 13 goals. That is a pretty good account for the season. But I think he's not one of those players who is going to score the goals if he does come to Manchester United. I think he'll be one of those players similar to Nemanja Matic. He'll be able to get the ball, break up attacks, get the ball, and kind of play it to our forward-thinking players and get them on the move. But yeah, just a few stats there. His average rating on the website, given by the website Who Scored, is a 7.33, which is actually quite decent when you think about he's played 46 games. Welcome, Indy Tagger. Welcome to stream. How are you doing, mate? Thanks for joining. Please leave a like. And also, guys, keep leaving your thoughts on not just Milinkovic-Savic, but any other transfer stories you want me and Daryl to talk about. But yeah, Daryl, I'll come to you on Willian. Fortune says I would buy Willian for 20 million, nothing more. I mean, to be fair, I think Daryl probably agreed with that. Obviously, saying that no player's worth 80 million. But yeah, Daryl, what are your thoughts on Willian then? Would you like to see the Brazilian come to United?
Well, I would say I probably would because I think Willian's got good experience in the Premier League. Obviously, he's been playing for Chelsea for the past, 2-3 seasons. Owen Richards would know. He'd be able to tell me that. He's a good man. He's a good talent for Chelsea. And in the Premier League, he's been a good Premier League player. Now, what people need to remember is the fact that although a player might be 30 years old, it doesn't mean that they're going to play cack. You look at Cristiano Ronaldo. He's 30-odd? Nearly 30-odd. Now, Messi's pretty much 30-odd years old. And both of them have scored about 400, 500 goals for their club. Now, that's without scoring for their country. Willian could do the same. Well, probably. But, if I was going to get Willian, yeah, I would agree with what Fortune said. I would buy him for 20 million. What I didn't agree about, when let me find who put this in. Wyan put that it would be good for the midfield. Now, to be quite honest, midfield-wise, I don't think he'd be any good in the centre midfield part. I think he's more a right wing person, so he's more like the Alexis Sanchez position. But I do think we need another right wing, because there's loads of stuff about Martial leaving because of Alexis Sanchez playing in the left wing and all that, not getting his game in. So we do need a right wing, because although Jesse Lingard is a right mid, he can't really play right wing, can he? So I think he'd be a good signing for us if we did get him, and it would help the team much better, and he can put the balls into the box quite good as well. And obviously, don't forget, he did, like you said, he obviously scored against us at Old Trafford, which I wasn't happy about. But, it just shows the type of class that he is. He can punish people when on counter-attacks and stuff, So if we did buy him, I think it would be a very good signing for the money that we pay him.
I mean, yeah, I think I'd agree. I think, I'm not on the camera, am I? Am I? I don't know what's going on. It's a bit laggy. There we go. The wonders of technology. But yeah, obviously, I think I'd have to agree there. I think I saw a comment from Fortune. No, was it Fortune? I think it was Fortune. I think. No. It was Indy Tagger, actually. Apologies, Fortune. I'm pretty sure you've got some nice comments as well. Don't worry. But Indy Tagger said, Jose knows Willian and Willian knows Jose. Great signing. I think that might be one of the major things. The fact that, Jose Mourinho, as has managed Willian before, has seen him progress and knows what kind of talent he is. And, for him to come to Manchester United, I think he definitely would provide some... he would definitely provide some, much needed attacking presence. And yeah, he is just he's someone who's also used to the Premier League as well, and that's something we need to remember. He has played in the Premier League for a lot of his career, and he knows the type of tempo, the pace you need. So yeah, I think Willian wouldn't be a bad signing. Obviously, you could argue with the fact that one of Rashford or Martial might have to leave or whatever to kind of create space for another winger. But I mean, we'll have to wait and see about that as well. I'm going to read a few of the comments now. As I said, please do leave a like, guys, as well if you haven't already. It really does mean a lot to the channel. Also, go and subscribe to Daryl. Daryl, I completely forgot to put his link in the description, but he is in the live chat. So all you have to do, click on his icon, and you can go to his channel and leave him a sub. Let's read a few of the comments. I'll be trying to read out every single comment. So if you do want to say something and you want me and Daryl to discuss it, leave it in the live chat and we will discuss your comment. Don't you worry about that. Fortune says, I would buy Willian for 20 million, nothing more. Oh, I think we've already read that, but yeah, still a decent comment. DLM says, we need to start spending wisely, man, not just spending on one player for 90 million. I think that's true. I think you do need to kind of, spread out your spending, and maybe spending one player, putting all that pressure on him with the price tag might not be the best idea. So yeah, I think I agree with you, DLM. He also says you can't prepare Ronaldo and Messi to win. I think that is a good point, obviously, to do with the age thing. Oh, hello. Yeah, it's cute comments coming in. Obviously, it'll be an interesting one. It'll be an interesting one. There's no doubt about that. Welcome, Liam. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Aaron wants me to read his messages, so I will go back and read his messages. Apparently, I scored my first England goal in his PES 2008 game at the Euros. Well, there you go.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
There you go. There you go, mate. I tell you what, sign me up, Jose. Sign me up. Yeah, welcome, Asian Gamer, as well. Welcome to stream, mate. How you doing? I'm here, by the way. Don't you worry. But yeah, as I said, please do leave a like, guys. If you're on already, let's try and get to 10 likes for the stream. Let's do that. Indy says Willian short term, then Gomez and Chong long term. Oh yeah, it's Angel Gomez, Tanith Chong. Chong getting, I think it was the Academy Player of the Year award. It was one of the young under 18 Player of the Year awards. one of those awards. So he does seem like he's going to get, he does seem like he's getting the, he's getting the awards, he's getting the accolades, which is good to see from our youth team. DLM wants me to read his comment. He says, "We are just becoming a Chelsea reject team nowadays." Oh yeah, obviously with Matic coming in, Willian possibly coming in. I mean that would be. I mean, to be fair, Jose, maybe Jose was just warming up a few of those players from Chelsea so we could take them back. So we'll see what happens with that. Asian gamer says, "Guess what game I'm playing, guys?"
Fortnite.
PUBG. Fortnite. Yeah, Fortnite. Fortnite. Ryan says, "No, Rashford and Martial won't be affected by Willian in the midfield three." Oh yeah, I think actually that's a good point. If we do play midfield three, then maybe Willian would be the right kind of option. So yeah, I mean yeah, maybe yeah. If we play midfield three, that wouldn't be affected. I agree, Ryan. Fortune says we have too many 30-year-olds in our left back and right back are 30. Our CDM is 30. Our left winger is 30. Think of our team long term. Obviously, with the young players coming through, and obviously, I keep saying obviously too much, but yeah, we do have a lot of 30-year-olds in our team, or teams that are a bit older than 30. So I don't know. I mean, obviously, we will have to kind of think about the future at some point. I think we do have a lot of young players who can come through. Liam, I didn't actually read his comment. He said decent signing. Then again, that's what I said about Pogba. I mean, I think Pogba has been an okay signing. I think next season he might be the player of the season. And finally, before I get back to Daryl, DLM says I have Willian, but not as a replacement for Martial. He's a star. Obviously, Martial. A lot of people are saying he is the future of He is the future of Manchester United. A lot of people don't want him to leave. I'll come to you, Daryl, on that. Obviously, the Anthony Martial situation now. It's very, very interesting. I don't know. I think that. I mean, I'll ask your opinion on this. Obviously, Anthony Martial. A lot of Man United fans don't want him to leave, and understandably so. He's a very good young talent. But would you be okay with Anthony Martial going out the door if we brought in a suitable replacement, or do you think we should just keep Martial?
Well, it's 50-50 to be quite honest, isn't it? So, we all the United fans want Martial to stay because with the situation that's going on the minute, I don't think it's fair that Martial has to leave United because Alexis Sanchez is obviously doing a better job. But, if Martial's going to stay at Man United, he needs to get more game time. Jose Mourinho can't just rely on Alexis Sanchez all the time. He has to give Martial a chance. So, like DLM's just said there, we need to keep Martial. If he goes and Jose out, nah. Well, sometimes it's a player's decisions whether they want to go out or not. So, I mean, if we were going to get a replacement for him, that would be good. Then obviously, we've got a better left mid. But I think Martial will leave. But we do need to get a replacement in. I think what he'll do, he'll go to some team maybe like in France, like Paris Saint-Germain or Marseille or Lyon, one of the big French teams, or he'll go somewhere abroad. I think he'll preferably go to his own country in France. So if he played in the French league, did well, he could do a Kevin De Bruyne. You never know. He obviously Kevin De Bruyne just he played in the Premier League, went to where did he go? Favre Wolfsburg in the German Bundesliga. And then obviously he came back to Man City. And, he's been the superstar for them the last 2 seasons. So I think if Martial went abroad and then came back to United, he could be the same as Kevin De Bruyne. He could do the same thing.
Yeah, I think he could do. I think I already see your comments coming in about that, guys. I'll read that out just a second. But yeah, I think that Anthony Martial is the kind of player who, if we let him go, he will go and do great things at another club. And obviously, we don't want that to happen at all because, is Martial going to be another one that Jose Mourinho let go, like Salah, like De Bruyne? We'll see. Welcome, Sir Antominacho. Welcome to the stream, pal. How you doing? Thanks for joining. Please do leave a like if you haven't already as well. Yeah, appreciate you join the stream. Yeah, I'm going to read a few of the comments on Martial now that you said. DLM, obviously, as you read out, Dal, DLM says, we need to keep Martial. If he goes, Jose out. Fortune says, I can't accept Jose letting Martial go. I'm Jose out currently, and if we lose him, I'm 100% sure the fans would kill him when the players when we play at Old Trafford. So, obviously, a lot of harsh opinion for Anthony Martial staying. I think there's a good point about that because, you know, obviously a lot of Man United fans on the edge, whether Jose in, Jose out. And I think if Martial left, it would tip a few of the fans over the edge. So I don't know what's going to happen with him. I would like him to stay and get more of a sort of a starter role at United, but I don't know. We'll have to see what happens with that. Indy Tagger says, hashtag Jose in. I have to say I'm in that camp as well, along with Ryan. So, yeah, I think I am still Jose in.
Yeah, I am here.
But I think we should start to judge after the third season because, you know, I think we have shown improvement. I think there's no doubt about that. I don't see how you can argue against the fact that we've shown improvement. So I think he is still the right man. You know, 3 cup finals in 2 seasons. So, you know, yeah, I think he is the right man to take us forward. Fortune says Martial will go to Bayern or Madrid. No small teams. I think. I don't know. Obviously, Dal thinking he'll go back to his country of origin, and I think that's a good shout because you know he is still a young player, and he probably won't want to go another. You know, have to move all his family out abroad again, and you know, so I think he might want to go back to France just to feel a bit more comfortable and maybe build up his career a bit more. DLM says Mourinho never sold Salah or De Bruyne. It was the Chelsea board. I think it's an interesting point to be fair. I'm being a bit kind of, I don't know, harsh. I don't know what the word is, but you know, I think, you know, obviously those 2 players were players that Jose Mourinho had under him. So I don't know. And Liam says Jose in, but he is a City fan, so I don't know if that's good or bad. But there you go. Fortune says the only improvement in league position style of play has been bad as LVG. Now, obviously, that's referring to the fact that this season we have been playing quite boring football at times. You know, quite kind of sideways passing and not really going, not like the Man City football where there's been just taking teams apart, or Liverpool. And I hate saying that, but Liverpool have been playing brilliantly. Asian Gamer says Jose out as well. DLM75 says I'm not Jose out. It would just piss me off and make me depressed if Martial goes, which would make me want Jose out. Yeah, I know, yeah. Welcome BHAFC_news07. Welcome to the stream. I did see him comment on my videos. Thanks for joining, mate. Obviously, you know, you did beat us 1-0 at the weekend, but you are always welcome on the channel. Please do leave a like if you haven't already. But yes, obviously that was an absolute disgrace. And if you haven't already checked out my reaction to that game, go and check it out. I've done about 2 videos on the game on the channel, so if you haven't already, go check it out. But yeah, that was that game. But the good thing is, obviously, Spurs and Liverpool lost, which meant that we didn't actually lose any positions. So you know, it was fine in the end. It was fine. Indy says Jose said the players take too many touches. That is not Jose's fault. Interesting. Obviously, Jose Mourinho is full of comments like that. But I mean, that in some ways, that's why we love him. That's why, you know, he's not a boring manager. He comes out and says it how it is. Fortune says if we lose to Chelsea, I'm personally going to piss on Mourinho's car. Oh my word, he will not like that. He will not like that. DLM says that it's the best moment for Brighton all season. I mean, yeah. I mean, to be fair, it is. Obviously, they got automatic promotion. So yeah, I mean, I guess you could say it is. Ryan says any Skype tonight. Ryan, if you want to Skype in, I'm probably going to end the show quite soon. But if you want to Skype in now and get on for the last bit, you can do. Asian Gamer says, how can you let Jose say he plays shit football? He hasn't won the league. He's gonna let a tree play rather than Herrera, and he's fucking gonna sell a future Ballon d'Or winner. Oh, for William. I tell you what, Asian Gamer is not happy. He's not happy. I mean, to be fair, I do think he's still the man for the future. I think after next season, if we're still in this sort of position, then maybe you have to wonder. But I still think he's a serial winner.
Oh.
He gets into cup finals, and that's what Man United's all about, winning the trophy. So, yeah. As I say, guys, please leave a like if you haven't already as well.
Wow.
Indy says, Fortune, the players' problems. The players probably aren't playing for him. Obviously, I don't know. Josie and are out. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen with that. I mean, I'll come to Daryl on this one because I realise I'm kind of waffling on without coming to Daryl. So Daryl, I'll come to you on this one, pal. Obviously, you've seen all the comments in the live chat about Josie in, Jose out. What for you would be the last straw, the straw that broke the camel's back, if you will, if you were going to say that Jose Mourinho should no longer manage Manchester United? Welcome, Bob Mitchell, by the way.
What's 5 + 1? 6.
Oh, goodness.
You on about?
I don't know. I think it's his 6th Champions League. I don't know. Right, we're getting a Skype from... I'm going to add Ryan to the call.
No problem.
Hello, Ryan.
Hello.
Hello, mate. Hello, mate. Yeah, obviously everyone can hear you, but I'm just going to... Dal, mate, you can finish your point, and then I'll come to Ryan as well on the Josie and Josie out debate.
Hadn't even started. Right, anyways. Right. I'm still saying Jose in, but I think that, as a lot of people have said, I think it's going to be the FA Cup final that decides his fate. If we lose to Chelsea, which obviously means it's us lot against Aaron Richards, because he supports Chelsea, but we lose to Chelsea, then, well, he's definitely getting sacked. But if we win, then I think he'll stay for an extra season. And obviously, I do hope he stays with us because, I know a lot of people might not agree with this, but I do think that since Alex Fergie retired, I know you'll probably agree with this, since Alex Fergie retired, we've had a lot of CAC managers, Van Gaal, David Moyes, for example. I don't know what Derek was on about by saying really Sean Dyche replaces. No. That's not going to happen. Well, Jose Mourinho's definitely been the best manager for us by far since Alex Fergie. And, if we were going to sell him, who could we buy? Who could we get? I mean, we can't get Hugh Heynckes because he's retiring at the end of the Bundesliga season, or shall I say, at the end of the Deutsche Pokal final. So, if we were gonna get rid of him, who would we bring in?
I think that was a very good point. To be fair, if we were going to bring in another manager, who would we bring in? I think that for me is one of the main arguments as well. I'm going to come to Ryan. As always, I've been looking forward to getting you on the show.
Yes,
and you are on the show now, which is absolutely fantastic. But yeah, obviously, you listened to Daryl there about the Josie and Josie out debate. What are your thoughts on it?
I think Jose is a very man for the job. I think it's proven. Last 2 seasons that he's a winner and he wins trophies for us and he can get the results in the big games. I just think I think there's a lot of confusion over whether he can work with the younger players. Because Martial and Rashford haven't played that much. He prefers the experience and Sanchez playing there. And he has an addiction with the big players like Fellaini and some people don't really like Lukaku's first touch and stuff. But I think he's the right man to get us up. I think in the future maybe a new manager coming in could help us play better football. I think at the moment the main things that we're winning trophies, we're getting the mentality back and we're sort of building back to a world class team.
Well, I have to agree there. I think definitely we are building something under Jose Mourinho, and I agree. I mean, the main point that you said there, the fact that he is a winner, and for me, there's not too many other managers in world football who have his kind of record and are able to build a team like he can. So I definitely agree with you there. And we need a winner, especially a team like United, a serial winner who has that mentality, so that we can so that we can win more trophies. And as I said, 3 cup finals in 2 seasons when, he's come into the club, and you might say that some of his players aren't his players. So, I think, I have to say, I think he is doing a decent job at the moment. Asian Gamer says, who is on? It's Ryan McSwiggan.
Ryan McSwiggan is the best.
There you go. That's Big O for you. Obviously, a bit of a United Lads reference there when they were doing their American accents, but there we go. But yeah, I'm going to read a few of the comments now. Indy says, no one's better than Jose currently. I'd have to agree with that. DLM says, I'm surprised that Man City didn't have oil inside the Premier League trophy. Oh yeah, oil money. There you go. Obviously, I didn't watch it. I refused to watch Man City lifting that trophy. But I hope our players are watching it to G them up for next season. Bob Mitchell says it's not like your owners are rich because of oil as well. No, Bob, our owners are rich because we're a good business. That's why, and we can actually sell merchandise under the I've messed up completely. Anyway, you know what I mean, Bob. You know what I mean. Fortune says United have fans. That's why we don't need oil. There you go, mate. That's what I was going to say. We have fans. We don't need oil. Indy says I would rather play boring football and win trophies than play attractive football and win nothing. I think that's a great point, Indy.
Yes.
I think obviously for fans that go to the games, maybe they would disagragree with that, but I definitely would agree that I'd rather win trophies and be known for kind of boring football, whatever the press want to say. I think my mic there. Whatever the press want to say. But ultimately, you see someone like Pochettino and Jurgen Klopp, what have they actually won? They've been playing great football, but they've won nothing. That's all I've got to say. But yeah, Ryan, obviously you've been in the live chat, but I want to hear your thoughts. What are your thoughts on the 2 transfers two potential transfers we've talked about tonight? Milinkovic-Savic and also Willian.
Yes.
I haven't watched much Savic. I haven't seen much of Savic in the Italian league. I think Lazio, is he a Lazio?
Yeah, Lazio, yeah.
I don't think he's really a team that really compete in Europe that much. Not really title contenders. So going to United would be a huge jump, especially when we're trying to compete for the league title and compete in the European Cup. So I think that'll be a risk. I think we're better going for more. I think that's where Mourinho wants more experience in the team. I think he hasn't really experienced like Willian has. He's won Premier League titles. I think he'd be the better option to go for in a midfield 3 with like Malic defensive mid, Pogba to the left, and Willian at the right. That brings a lot of speed to the midfield. It's not slow with like Fellaini or in there.
I mean, I definitely have to agree there, mate. I think, actually the main point you actually raised was a great point about Willian, the fact that he has, if you do think about it, has won, Premier League titles before and has experience winning. And the more of those winners you have in the squad, the more, experience you can have when it does get tough, when you do get into those situations, those title winning, games you need to win, you need that experience. And Willian definitely does have that in abundance. Plus, he's a very, very talented player. And also the point you mentioned about Savic as well, one which Daryl mentioned as well earlier in the stream, that it would be a massive step up for him coming to United from a team like Lazio, who I'm not sure where they are in Serie A, but I don't think they're title contenders. Obviously, he has been playing very well for Lazio, but I don't think they're not a great team. Let's just say that, but I think it's a good point. It's going to be a bit. It's going to be a bit of a big jump for him. But I do like the idea of Willian. In a midfield 3. It does. I think pace in this midfield would just make us play such better attacking football. So yeah, I have to agree with you there. Brother Gaining, welcome to the stream. Please leave a like if you haven't already as well, mate. He says, Kieran, please use some of your stream to pay tribute to Fergie. He's been responsible for some of the best moments in your life. And I tell you what.
Yeah.
I tell you what, I'd have to agree with that. I watched us lift the Champions League title in 2008. Winning the Premier League in the same season. Winning all the Premier League titles that he did and all the success. And he asked he would like to know how much Ferguson has affected your guests. I'll come to Dal first then. We'll probably end on this because it's getting a bit late, but, yeah. And you guys can leave your thoughts in the live chat as well. Dal, obviously, brother games question. How much has Sir Alex Ferguson affected, your life, and how much of an impact has he had?
Well, I didn't start supporting United since 2012, so I only seen 1 or 2 seasons of him. Well, going back through history, he's been an absolutely fantastic manager for us, absolute legend, and there is no manager that could replace him. There's no manager that's going to be any better than Sir Alex Ferguson. 20-something years he's been at United, 13 Premier League titles, 36, 38 trophies overall. I mean, he's just been by far the best manager Manchester United have ever had in their history. Absolutely incredible. And I think if he did, obviously, then obviously it would be a huge shame because, he's done so much for us, and obviously, whatever happens, all United fans have to show their respect for him because, if there's any United fan who doesn't show their respect for him, then you obviously don't support United and you don't care, which for me is shocking. And I mean, I'm looking at the this app, Manchester United Live or something like that. I don't know what's called. But there's managers saying that they want Jose Mourinho, Sir Alex Ferguson to recover. Antonio Conte, Brian Robson, even Arsene Wenger, for instance. Some of the old United players as well, Cristiano Ronaldo and all them. Every single player that plays for Manchester United in the past and in the present, and all the fans and the whole club as a whole, are praying and hoping for Sir Alex Ferguson. Now, as a big fan myself, I hope to see him back in the stands because I don't really. It's because Manchester United is just, for some reason, I don't know if you feel this, but I think Manchester United isn't Manchester United without Sir Alex Ferguson.
I mean, I totally agree. I totally agree with everything you said there, and it's a great show of class from all the clubs, all the managers, everyone in football is just united in support for Sir Alex Ferguson. Ryan, I'll come to you on this one as well. How much has Sir Alex Ferguson affected you, and how much has he affected you, and the happy moments he's brought you in your life?
Well, obviously he's obviously the greatest manager of all time, and he's obviously carried on what happened with Matt Busby, carried on our legacy of playing entertaining attacking football for a long time. He brought a lot of success to the club, and be able to sustain it and bring great multiple different winning teams. The 90s where we dominated, the late 2000s we were very good. Then just before he retired, we were starting to build up a new team as well. So he's been a huge influence on a lot of people's lives, looking to watch entertaining football. And he's made a lot of people brought huge support to Manchester United, because before we started to get a lot of supporters in, but once we started playing as well as we were, and started winning, we won the treble and all that, and the Champions League. It brought a lot of publicity. The squad made it as big a club as it is today.
Yeah, again, spot on, absolutely spot on. I totally agree. I think that obviously, the way he played football, is just unique. Just absolutely fantastic. And there is only one Sir Alex Ferguson. There will not be another manager like him. Even though there might be someone who wins as many trophies, there might be someone who plays that style of football, but there'll only ever be one Sir Alex Ferguson. And we all hope that he does recover. And it does sound like, the news we've got is obviously, good news that the surgery went well and, he's recovering. And yeah, I think with these types of things, you just have to wait for a few days. Nothing will really come out straight away. But yeah, we all hope for its recovery. But yeah, I'm going to end it there. Sorry to end on such a kind of a bit of a sad note, but obviously we do have to cover this sort of stuff because he is the club legend. You've got to say, and we all worry, but I think there's no need to be worried. I think he's in great hands with the hospital, and hopefully he does come. He does make a full recovery very, very soon. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you have already, please leave a like. Subscribe to Daryl's channel as well. I'll put that in the description down below when this is once it is finished.
Yep.
But if you haven't already, go and his icon in the live chat. Also, with thanks to Ryan as well for joining me in today's stream. Yeah, no problem, Ryan. No problem, mate. Please do call in again. I'll try and get you on. Because I've been a loyal watcher of the channel for quite a long time. I really appreciate it. So thank you very much. And yeah, as always, thanks to Daryl as well for joining us.
Cheers.
There you go. I think he's eating his Chinese. I don't know. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. Please leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new. And yeah, thanks for watching. And leave your thoughts in the comment section down below as well if you are watching this as a video. Would you like Milinkovic-Savic or Willian to join United in the summer? And who do you think we should sign, if anyone? Please leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in a bit.